Hello, everybody, and welcome back to part 2 of Fire Emblem Three Houses, directly from where we left off last time. Also including Psionic Beats!
Hello again.
Yes, I would like to see it.
You didn't miss anything.
Boing.
Oh, going.
I can make him jump and move at the same time. That's cool.
Captain Gerald? It is you! Goodness, it's been ages! Don't you recognize me? It's Alois, your old right-hand man! Well, that's how I always thought of myself anyway. Oh, it must have been 20 years ago that you went missing without a trace. I always knew you were still alive.
You haven't changed a bit, Alois, just as loud as ever. And drop that captain nonsense. I'm not your captain anymore. These days, I'm just a wandering mercenary, one who has work to do. Goodbye, old friend.
Right. Goodbye, Captain. Wait, that isn't how this ends. I insist that you return to the monastery with me.
Garrig Mach Monastery. I suppose this was inevitable.
And how about you, kid? Are you the captain's child?
Nani?
That is correct. I'm a bandit. He's a stranger to me. I think they're right.
I want to hear what happens if you say that is correct.
Is that so? Well, physical differences aside, your mannerisms do remind me of the captain. I'd love for you to see the monastery too. You will join me, won't you? What's troubling you, Captain? You aren't about to run off again, are you?
Even I wouldn't dare run from the Knights of Saros.
The Knights of Saros? They do seem rather skilled.
Be quiet, that's my dad.
It seems your presence is required. Get going.
You just look around like, where's that voice coming from?
Nani?
Oh, it's coming from in my brain.
I appreciate your help back there. Your skill is beyond question. You're clearly an experienced mercenary. And your father, that would be Gerald, the Bladebreaker? Former captain of the Knights of Saros, oft praised as the strongest knight to ever live. Have I missed anything?
Knights of...
I'd question the Knights of Saros.
Yeah.
You haven't heard of the Knights of Saros? The most famous order of knights in all of Fodlan.
Hey, you are coming with us to the monastery, right? Of course you are. I'd love to bend your ear as we travel. Oh, I should mention that the three of us are students of the Officers' Academy at Garrig Mach Monastery. We were doing some training exercises when those bandits attacked. I definitely got the worst of it.
That would be because you ran off.
Too true. I was the first to make a strategic retreat. Everything would have worked out if these two hadn't followed me and ruined everything. Because of them, every single one of those bandits chased after us. Utterly ridiculous.
Ah, so that's what you were thinking, Claude. And here I thought you were acting as a decoy for the sake of us all.
His intentions were as clear as day. You will prove a lacking ruler if you cannot see the truth behind a person's words.
You will prove a lacking ruler yourself if you look for deceit behind every word and fail to trust those whom you rely on.
Oh, joy. A royal debate between their highnesses. I wonder how being completely predictable affects one's ability to wield power. Personally, as the embodiment of distrust, I'd say your little exchange smacks of naivete.
Me, naive. Tell me, are you actually incapable of keeping quiet, or is your lack of self-awareness a condition of some sort?
In any case, forgive our digression. I must speak with you if you can spare a moment. The way you held your ground against the bandits' leader was captivating. You never lost control of the situation. It showed me I still have much to learn.
Your skill is precisely why I must ask you to consider lending your services to the Empire. I might as well tell you now, I am no mere student. I am also the Adrestian Empire's...
Halt, Edelgard. Please allow me to finish my own proposition. The Holy Kingdom of Fargus is in dire need of exceptional individuals like yourself. Please, do consider returning to the kingdom with me.
Whoa there, you two sure are hasty. Trying to recruit someone you just met. Tactless, really. I was personally planning to develop a deep and lasting friendship on our journey back to the monastery before begging for favors. But it seems there's no time for niceties in this world. So, capable stranger, let's get right to it. Where does your allegiance lie?
It seems one's place of birth is quite significant to them. Yet they are so impressed by you that you may take your pick. Well,
So I want to side with Edelgard, Dimitri, or Cloud. And is there, like, game differences depending on which team you select?
Yes, I think so.
So in that case, we have to play through this game 3 times. But which one are we gonna start with?
Honestly, I think you can choose your shit later. Your weapon classes later. It's just who you gonna hang out with most from the start. I'd personally want to see Cloud.
Pardon me?
I'd personally go with Cloud with the Leicester Elite Alliance.
I think it's Leicester. We shall find out.
Leicester.
But yeah, during the small gameplay that I had last time, I think I went with Dimitri. So yeah, let's go with Cloud.
Is that
Oh,
right?
yes.
Well, that's a win for the Alliance, so I suppose I'm obligated to be happy.
All right, that's enough with the small talk. It's time to head back to the monastery.
Looks like we'll have to pick this up another time.
I love how they dress him in pure white. He is
my,
legit
my,
the White
they are
Knight.
in such a hurry. You know, each of the 3 is most unique.
If you would have the original Japanese, if you would have Arahara?
Yeah, I could have done that, but I wanted to hear the English voice actors myself. Let's start with Claude. His easy smile is striking, but that smile doesn't reach his eyes. Edelgard, she's a refined young woman, but I feel as though she is always evaluating me. And lastly, Dimitri, he seems quite sincere. But I sense darkness there beneath.
Yes, I thought the same. I am so sleepy once again. I may be sleeping,
Interesting. Sure, I'll say that. Boing, 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 boing.
I'm waiting for the day you go to jump and it just fucking deletes
Part
the ground
9.
underneath you and you just fall through.
White clouds. Great tree moon. 3 houses. The icy winds of the Agma Mountains have begun to scatter, and the verdant fields once again spring to life across Fodlan, heralding the start of a new year. As they celebrate the dawning year, the people pray that they may realize their full potential, just as a tiny sprout hopes to one day grow into a great tree. The continent of Fodlan, said to be protected by a revered goddess, has existed since time immemorial. 3 ruling powers now control the land. In the south lies a region long held by a more than 1,000-year-old dynasty, the Adrestian Empire. Beyond its borders, to the frigid north, is the home of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, ruled by the royal family and its knights. To the east, a league of nobles that heeds no king nor emperor rules what is called the Leicester Alliance. Once consumed by a tempest of war and turmoil, Fodlan and these 3 mighty powers now exist in relative harmony.
This will be your first time at the monastery. I'd be happy to show you around.
It really is Fodlan in a nutshell. The good and the bad.
Like it or not, we'll be there soon enough. There it is. Garrick Mock Monastery.
The artist for these animated scenes are awesome.
Fuck yeah.
But they're big candles.
I feel bad for the person that has to go and blow them out or to light them.
Oh, Jesus. That's some facial hair.
Mustache. Boing. Shit.
Holy shit. I don't know why, but she gives me MILF energy. She gives off that kind of vibe.
I thought you said milk energy, and I was gonna be like, yes, yes, she does.
I mean, that too. Oh, there goes our PG rating.
We had a PG rating?
Precisely. None of my shit's ever for kids, so.
I wonder,
'Cause
did the
primarily
flow
for
of
story
time
shit.
bring you here?
Gotta love the two-tone eyes of blue and lighter blue.
It's been years since I've last set eyes on this place. To be forced to see her now,
I thought I pressed B.
You saw her in the courtyard earlier, didn't you? The Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
The position or the person do we want to ask about?
The person.
As you know, the majority of folks in Fodlan are devout followers of the teachings of Seros. The leader of that ridiculously large religious organization is the Archbishop, Lady Rhea.
Thank you for your patience, Gerald. My name is Setik. I am an advisor to the Archbishop.
Right. Hello.
It has been a long time, Gerald. I wonder, was it the will of the goddess that we have another chance meeting like this?
Forgive my silence all these years. Much has happened since we last spoke.
So I see. The miracle of fatherhood has blessed you. That is your child, is it not?
Yes. Born many years after I left this place, I wish I could introduce you to the mother of my child, but I'm afraid we lost her to illness.
I see. My condolences. As for you, I heard of your valiant efforts from Alois. What is your name?
Do you want to say the name or be silent? I think I'm just going for the name.
Yeah, introduce them.
A fine name indeed. From the bottom of my heart, I thank you for saving those students of the Officers' Academy. Gerald, you already know what it is I wish to say, do you not?
You want me to rejoin the Knights of Seros, don't you? I won't say no, but...
Your apprehension stings. I had expected that Alois would have already asked this of you. I must step away for now, but I expect they will desire a word with you soon. Please listen carefully to what they have to say. Until tomorrow, farewell.
I can't believe it. Forced back into the Knights of Seros. I'm sorry I dragged you into this. Looks like I'll be stuck here for a while. And I'm afraid your services are requested as well.
I must work here.
As a servant or a mercenary? That's a good question.
As a mercenary?
Nothing like that. They want you to teach, by the sound of it. You heard those brats earlier talking about the Officers' Academy, right? Well, the Academy just happens to be short a professor. And apparently that damned Alois went and recommended you to Lady Rhea.
So, you must be the new professor.
My, how stern and handsome you are.
No. I'm not the one you're looking for. You can handle things from here. Good luck. And watch out for Lady Rhea. I don't know what she's thinking making you a professor like this. She may be up to something. Stay on your guard.
Oh, it's you then? So young.
Competence and age are not necessarily correlated, as you well know. I am Hanneman, a Crest Scholar and Professor at the Officers' Academy. I wonder if you bear a crest of your own. When next you have a moment to spare, I insist that you pay me a visit so we can delve into the subject further.
I'm Manuela. I'm a professor, a physician, a songstress, and available. It's nice to meet you.
Jesus.
MILF!
I think I nailed it on the head when I said she gave off MILF energy. You're a physician or you're a songstress? Which do we want to poke?
Songstress,
Okay. Oh.
Of course. Before I came here, I belonged to a renowned opera company. Perhaps you've heard of me? The Middlefranc Opera Company's beautiful, peerless.
Spare our colleague the needless chatter, Manuela. Now then, it seems you'll be taking charge of one of the Academy's 3 houses. I expect you haven't yet been briefed on the nature of each, have you?
Do you really not know? Fine. I'll do you a favor and explain.
Thank God,
The
Manuela.
Officers' Academy is comprised of 3 houses of students, each of which is closely affiliated with its region of origin. The Black Eagle House is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Their house leader this year is Edelgard, the Imperial Princess, who is in line to be the next emperor.
The Blue Lion House is for students from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Their house leader
I didn't
this
hear the
year
first
is
bit of
Prince
that.
Dimitri. He is to be the next king of Fargus.
Lastly, there is the Golden Deer House, which is for students of the Leicester Alliance. Their house leader is Claude, grandson to Duke Regan, the leader of the Alliance.
To think that the next emperor, king, and sovereign duke are all here. It certainly is a promising year for the Academy.
I'll say. I just hope none of those little treasures cause any trouble.
Quite. For now, I suggest taking a stroll around the Academy to get your bearings. And when you've a moment, please stop by my research laboratory.
The old man has a point. Oh, and keep in mind that I've only notified the house leaders that you're our new professor. It's more fun that way. I suggest you try spending time with the students. Some odd ducks in that bunch, but they're good kids. I'm sure Lady Rhea will have more information for you tomorrow, but that should get you going. Good luck. You'll need it.
Have you no intention of changing your mind, Rhea? Appointing a stranger, a child no less, as a professor at our esteemed academy is...
I have made my decision, Sedith. I know worrying comes naturally to you, but there is truly no need. That stranger is Gerald's flesh and blood, after all.
I can't say that's all too comforting. How trustworthy is this Geralt character? Is he not the man who went missing after the Great Fire 21 years ago? I would remind you that Flayn is now here with us as well. I beg of you, please consider whether this is an unnecessary risk.
Sedith, they have my trust. Let that be enough for you as well. More importantly, I have received a report from Shamir. I am increasingly concerned about a matter regarding our suspicious individual. We cannot ignore those who harbor ill will toward the Church, especially if they are frequenting Garrick Mach.
Yes, that matter is of great importance as well. I shall continue my investigation. Rhea, for now I will have faith that you are placing your trust with the utmost care. I pray that nothing occurs to shake that confidence.
I have beat the loading bar.
Jump for joy. Trying to race it back and forth. Oh god, I think you can run faster. Yes, you can.
Yeah, I have the controller like basically directly on its side. I sometimes forget that the Switch has some motion controls. There it goes.
It's a good feature.
Mm-hmm.
Thankfully, you push your damn chair. I know way too many people that don't do that. It pisses me off. Like kids these days, they don't respect fucking furniture.
Oh god, that guy with purple hair.
Oh boy. Brainiac. Oh, hello. Oh god!
Sleep deprived.
Sleep is for the weak. Scary guy. Autism. Creepy guy. God, yes!
He's cute. And now Dimitri's group, I think.
Of course.
Exploring. Okay, I'm thinking we might go on for a little longer instead of half hour.
I assume you are already aware that you will be teaching here at the Officers Academy, correct? To start, please speak with the 3 house leaders. You should also take a look around the academy and acquaint yourself with your new home. That is your first task here at the monastery. Please let me know if you accept it. Once you have finished, come and speak with me. May I ask a favor of you?
Ooh, another sword. Sword with handy.
Yeah, so I figure you can probably use the crap out of your skills in certain situations.
I have a brief idea of how the quests work. Let's talk to some people.
You there?
Are these voiced or are these not?
Ha! I imagine you were a bit surprised that I recommended you as a professor here. Frankly, we had someone else in mind for the role, but they ran off during our dust-up with the bandits. Can't entrust students to someone who's abandoned them once before, huh?
You saved the lives of the students you came across. That, at least, was admirable. Now you should make the rounds. Go around the monastery and see that you greet everyone.
There's a room off the side here.
I guess that leads outside from a different angle or something?
Nope, this is basically the church room, which is my guess, considering the dais here. Does this go anywhere? Excuse me.
Bless you.
I almost didn't catch that.
I was like, bless you. In the church.
Ah, I'm back. I see the minuet. I've been using it.
Yeah?
What
Hey,
is,
ma'am.
what are these 3 dots? What? There are like 3 dots here. What does it mean?
I'm guessing that's a gathering point.
Perhaps. I thought. Oh! Oh, it's miscellaneous characters. Now they finally load in. So if I were to turn around, those 3 dots are actually there now.
That's so.
that tattoo on Petra's face? The song's just Dorothea in my class? Miss Eddie seems a bit eccentric. Okay, those aren't voiced, but they're just miscellaneous characters.
Okay. The one foot. There's a cat!
There are quite a few cats.
Try pet it.
There is no pet the cat button.
This game, negative rating. Uninstall.
It's just like the dogs in Breath of the Wild. Lynn Hart is always so laid back. Lorenz is a true noble. Ash the best, totally unpretentious.
Hey there.
Bernadetta is always in her room. I bet I could take Casper in a fight. Now, don't pick a fight you can't win. I don't know this Casper character, but that's still there. Who are you? I can't answer that question.
Huh?
You must be the new student. Hello there.
Hello there.
How do I get Dimitri to be my friend?
Oh boy.
Alright, well, let's talk to Edelgard. Pity.
Pity.
So, you've accepted a teaching position here. Pity. I was hoping you would lend your strength to the Empire. I never properly introduced myself, did I? My name is Edelgard von Hresvelg. I am the princess and heir apparent of the Adrestian Empire. I wonder if you'll be tasked with leading the Black Eagles. I hope you've had a chance to meet everyone. Would you like to know more about any of the Black Eagles?
Yes.
Me? Well, some think I'm a bit distant. Arrogant, even. But there's little to be done. One day, I must rise to become Adrestia's next emperor. What else? Well, it seems to me that we may have similar personalities.
Okay, so her character ability increases the experience she gets. She's strong with swords, axes, flags, and armor?
Got it. Touch it.
Pardon?
It's a touchscreen. Touch it.
I can't touch it. Because the touchscreen is in the dock, which allows you to see it through the capture card right now. Swap display. Oh shit, I can zoom in. Right. That's Edelgard.
Hubert, what the fuck is this guy?
Hubert is the heir of Marquis Vestra. He has served me since I was a child. You may think his blood runs a bit cold, but actually that's rather accurate. Still, if you can get past that, you'll see he's quite astute and reasonable.
Officer duty grants movement +5 with cannons. No, that's not what MT is. I forget what MT is off the top of my head.
Movement.
Is it movement? Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. He's good with bows, magic, and flags. Not. Wait, what? There are 2 books? I'm not sure what the icon for the 2 books means, and the one with 1 tone.
Hold on, let's look up.
We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. Okay. Shifting over to Ferdinand.
For some reason, he thinks of me as a bitter rival and is always trying to challenge me. It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Iron, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Find this guy. Ferdinand. His strengths are swords, lances, axes, and writing, and he has no weaknesses. Go back to the other guy.
Go back to Ferdinand? Okay. It was Hubert.
Hubert is the heir of Marquis
His strengths
Vestra.
are
He has
bows,
served me since I was a child.
reason, and
You may think
authority.
his blood
And
runs
his
a bit
weaknesses
cold,
are axes, faith,
Actually,
and
that's
flying.
rather accurate.
Interesting.
Still, if you can get
Oh,
past
fuck.
that, you'll
Is
see
that
he's
what
quite
the
astute
new
and reasonable.
charisma?
That might be what charisma's for, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Shit has changed since the last Fire Emblem game I played. Going
Maybe
back.
hold up.
What?
Okay, go to next.
Back to Ferdinand.
For some reason, he thinks of
No
me as a
weakness,
bitter
yeah,
rival and
he's
is
got
always
sword,
trying to
axes,
challenge me.
and writing.
It's terribly irritating. His house is that of Duke Ire, which produces Adrestia's prime ministers. That family is perhaps too pleased with its own status.
Okay, so he grants hit and avoid plus 15 when he is at full health. Interesting.
So when he's untouched, he's confident as fuck.
Linhart.
He's remarkably intelligent, but he only wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly interest him, and nothing else. He's also fond of, well, napping. If he had any work ethic or sense of duty to speak of, I suppose he would be destined to become an official of the Empire.
Alright, so his strengths is writing and faith. He is weak to axes and brawling.
It says it's a her.
Oh, it's a her? If the unit takes no action except wait, recovers up to 10% max health. Oh, Jesus.
Okay, so her strengths are reason and faith, so she's a nerd. And her weaknesses are axes and brawling.
He's
so
remarkably
it's a he.
intelligent, but
Yep,
he
on
only
here.
wishes to apply himself to tasks that particularly
What the
interest
fuck?
him,
What can you
and
say it's a
nothing
her?
else.
Who knows?
Whatever.
He's also fond of, well,
Maybe we find out
napping.
it's a she later. Who
If
knows?
he had any...
Which is why I said, like, we'll find out later. You don't have to Google this shit.
I just want to know what the abilities are. We have an understanding.
Just the ability to icons. Next up is Casper.
He's the second son of Count Burgleys. He has no inheritance in his future, which is perhaps why he's always so eager to prove himself. He's
Likes to axe
overly
and
energetic
brawl,
and
and
rushes
he hates
headfirst
brain,
into
reason,
any battle.
authority.
If he ends up in
Oh, it's
your
reason.
care, be sure to keep a close eye on him.
And adjacent foes suffer 10 avoidance during combat with him. So there's less chances of him missing, essentially.
He's very scrappy.
Bernadetta.
Best girl.
She's Count Varley's only daughter. I suppose you could say she's a bit eccentric, but she seems like a gentle soul. I believe she shut herself away in her quarters and doesn't care to leave, but don't worry, I'll make sure she finds her way to class.
Persecution Complex. Grants attack plus 5 when the unit is not at full HP.
Okay, so her strengths are lances and bows.
Doesn't like
And her
swords,
weaknesses are
axes,
sword-
brawling, or armored?
Heavy armor. She's weak against heavy armor people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Dorothea.
Few commoners have joined the Black Eagle
She's a bard.
House, but Dorothea is an exception. She's a songstress from a famous opera company in the Empire. I'm not entirely sure what brought her to the Officers' Academy.
Songstress. Adjacent allies recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn.
Oh, so the songstresses are like the fucking bards.
Yeah, that's what I said earlier. And for a second, I thought you had two different colored eyes. She's good with swords, and reason isn't good with faith, riding, or flying.
Right.
Lastly, we have Petra with the Black Eagles.
To the west of Foglin is an archipelago called Brigid. Petra is the granddaughter of their king. Brigid is a vassal state of the Empire, which is how she came to be enrolled here. She's incredibly smart and studious.
Hunter's Boon grants critical plus 20 when foe's HP is under half. Oh boy.
So she's the one that finishes them off.
She's good with swords, axes, bows, and flying. Isn't good with faith or reason.
She doesn't like to think too much.
Let's go hunt down the rest of them.
Oh, she's got a quest for you.
Pardon me.
No, that's if I want to join her thing, I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, speak to the three house leaders. I've spoken to her.
Pardon me.
Greetings! You must be the new professor. What a pleasure. As for me, my job is to stand here at this glorious entrance and leisurely watch over the comings and goings of everyone. Make folks smile, you know? And by that, I mean to vigilantly guard this entrance with my very life. No levity whatsoever. As of now, nothing to report.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
Set out here. Ah,
What do
someone
you
to
think?
talk to over there. Oh shit, I can talk to the individual students. Oh shit. Chair shrunk on me.
So far I've collected
The Golden
sword,
Deer House
axes,
is for students
bows,
of the
lances,
Lester
brawl,
Alliance.
heavy armor.
Our house
flying,
leader is
riding,
heir to the
and
Alliance's
faith and
leadership,
authority.
House
Are we
Regan.
missing anything?
We have plenty of other prominent nobles as
We'll
well.
find out as we go about. Okay, so there's another cat, and there's also Claude, but I'm gonna talk to the people in here first. Here, gotta talk to the students here. Okay, let's start with whoever this guy is. Oh, pretentious-looking motherfucker.
Ah, you must be the renowned mercenary who rescued Claude. Honestly, you should not have troubled yourself over the likes of him. My name is Lawrence Hellman Gloucester. You will want to remember it.
Well, I think that voice actor is fucking the same guy who did, I think it's Jack in Beastars. Forget the name off the top of my head.
Are you someone's guest? The dining hall's that way, if that's what you're looking for.
No, Raphael. That's Captain Gerald's kid. Hi, I'm Leonie Pinelli, Captain Gerald's first and greatest apprentice. I'm sure he's told you about me.
Nice to meet you. I'm Raphael Kirsten. Who are you again?
Oh, it just gives me a clip of their voices and what their personalities are somewhat.
It's like this.
Hey, are you that mercenary? Everyone's been talking about you. I'm
Lance's
Hilda
axes,
Valentine
and her thing is
Goneril,
faith and
and
authority.
her
The
name
weaknesses are
is
faith and authority.
Marianne von Edmund. Are you joining the Knights of Saros or
You got
something?
swords, faith,
Well,
riding,
I look
flying,
forward to seeing more of you.
brawling, and heavy armor.
That's the noble Lady Hilda, isn't Leonie is so friendly. There's another batch I need to talk to in here while there.
So you're the skilled mercenary who saved Claude, are you?
Oh, you are? It's such an honor to meet you. Ignatz Victor. My parents are Alliance merchants.
And I am Lysithia von Ordelia. Please do not forget it.
Okay.
Reason, faith, authority.
What do you think?
I think I've collected the stats.
Alright, let's talk to Claude and learn about the individual people here.
Well, scored a teaching gig here, did you? Talk about a great first impression. I guess that means I'd better introduce myself properly. I'm Claude von Regan. I'm from the ruling house of the Lester Alliance, but don't worry too much about all that madness. I'm guessing you don't know which class you'll be teaching yet, do you? I bet you'd like ours. We're not as difficult as the other two. Have you met the folks from the Golden Deer House yet? Care to know more about anyone?
Yes, please.
Yes.
You.
Piqued your interest, have I? As luck would have it, I'm pretty curious about you as well. But what's life without a bit of mystery? Let's just spend the next year or so learning about each other little by little.
Okay, I think all the leaders have the same skill under different names, and his is Lester Lineage, which multiplies experience by 1.1.2. Strong with swords, bows, authority, and flying. Not so good with lances and faith. Lorenz. Ben Diskin.
He's the heir of Gloucester territory. If you haven't already picked up on it, he's a bit arrogant and fancies himself a ladies' man. That said, deep down he's really devoted and honest. Though I wouldn't mind never hearing him talk about his noble obligations ever again.
Distinguished House. Unit deals 2 extra damage while in formation with a battalion. Strengths. Lances, reason and writing, and weak to brawling. Raphael, big man.
He comes from a merchant family, but his parents died in an accident. Seems like he's had a rough life. Despite all that, he's just about the most cheerful guy you'll ever meet. His passions are training, eating, and actually that's about it.
Goodie Basket. Chance to recover up to 10% of max HP at the start of each turn. Trigger is his luck stat percent. Good with axes, brawling, and heavy armor. Not so good with reason, riding, or bows. So he's probably gonna be the armored unit of this party.
He's gonna be our thickens.
Ignatz.
He's the second son of a merchant family. Since his brother will inherit the business, he's training to become a knight. If you ask me, doesn't seem like he truly wants to be a knight. He's probably just doing it to please his parents.
Watchful Eye, grants hit plus 20. Strong with bows, swords, and authority. Not so good with flying. Scythia.
Lysithea is the daughter of Count Ordelia, and is probably the youngest student here. But watch out, she gets angry if you treat her like a child. As for me, I do it on purpose. You have to make your own fun in this place, you know?
Mastermind, doubles all skill experience earned in battle. Oh boy. She's good She's good with reason, faith, and authority, not so good with physicals.
Not good with weapons and armor. She's good at everything else when it comes to speaking and shit.
Marianne, the sleep-deprived looking one.
Marianne is Margrave Edmund's daughter, and that's pretty much all I know about her. She doesn't interact much with other students, so I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of folks here have never even heard her speak.
Animal Friend. Unit recovers up to 20% max health at the start of each turn when adjacent to a cavalry or flying ally. Oh boy.
Ooh, so if she's near a flying or rider, she's pretty much gonna be a sustained hero.
She's good with swords, faith, riding, and flying. I'm assuming if she herself is a riding or flying unit, I don't think that works on her count. And she's not so good with brawling or armor. Hilda.
I think you get to customize your units.
Hilda is the only daughter of Duke Goneril. It seems her father and brother coddle her quite a bit. If you look up lazy in the dictionary, her picture won't be there because she never got around to submitting it. Not too unusual for a noble, I guess.
Defining ability, Advocate. Adjacent male allies deal 3 extra damage during combat. Strong with lances and axes, not so good with faith and authority.
So she's our resident fucking... I'm a pretty girl. You're all gonna fight on my behalf.
Yep. I think Dimitri's group has a male version of that, if memory serves.
Leonie enrolled because she wants to be a mercenary.
Tom Girl vibes.
I think she said that her father is a hunter.
Excuse me.
She's pretty blunt and as stingy as they come. A habitual saver, too. I think she's hoping to repay her village for helping to send her here.
Rivalry. If a male ally is adjacent, unit deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less damage during combat. Good with spears, bows, and riding.
No weaknesses.
Interesting. Alright.
Yeah.
I like Annette's positive attitude. Lysithea is the youngest student here.
Okay. This classroom belongs to the Blue Lion House. Our house leader is Prince Dimitri. All of us here hail from the Holy Kingdom of Fargus.
You're all color-coded, too.
Hey there. Are you the mercenary who saved His Highness? It's an honor to meet you. I'm Sylvain Jose Gautier. Feel free to say hi whenever you like.
Sylvain Jose Gautier.
Okay.
Okay.
Hi there. You must be the one everyone's talking about. I'm Ash. Great to meet you.
Beauty.
This here is Dedu. He serves Prince Dimitri.
I have heard that you rescued His Highness. Words cannot express my gratitude.
Hold up, stop.
Should you ever require my
That's
strength,
the fucking combo parry.
please know that I will hasten to repay this debt.
Bodyguard young guy that we had with the fucking, Toby? Tobin? And the big fucker.
Oh, the little drug lord and the giant bear?
Yeah.
Similar dynamic.
I have heard all about what you did from Prince Dimitri. As a citizen of Fargus, I thank you.
He also said you're quite skilled. And he doesn't just say things like that. I look forward to sparring with you and beating you.
Felix, must you always speak of fighting right away? Oh, and, you may call me Ingrid. It is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
And who's this? You don't look familiar
Hello,
at
Mommy.
all.
Jesus.
Do you work here at the monastery? Oh, Mercy! Do you think this is that mercenary people have been talking about? Now that I think about it, that does sound like something Dimitri may have said. I suppose you'll be enrolling at the Officers' Academy too, then? Well, it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is Mercedes, and this is my best friend. I'm Annette. It's nice to meet you.
I feel like she's our resident airhead, mama.
Yeah.
Someone's sleeping on the fucking table.
What?
You're right. Oh, I thought he was sleeping. I was gonna be like, bro.
That wouldn't be the first time, to be fair.
Right.
Felix is a lone wolf. I like to do his calm attitude. Let's talk to the people in the Black Eagle House here.
This is the classroom of the Black Eagle House, which is for students from the Adrestian Empire. Our house leader is Princess Edelgard. There are many other nobles among our ranks as well.
So you can skip out on our dude like that?
Hubert's so cute. I love broody boys. Ferdinand's smile makes me melt. Fangirls. Oh, come on.
What? I don't talk to strangers.
Bernadetta, this is no stranger. Our house leader owes this person a great debt. Is that not right? I am Ferdinand von Eyre, legitimate son of the Eyre family, the Empire's foremost house. Are you going to join our class?
I guess that
I look
the
forward
other
to getting
son may
better
be
acquainted with
illegitimate.
Well, aren't you just lovely? Is this your first time in the monastery? Shall I show you around? Oh, my name is Dorothea. Before I joined the academy, I was a member of an opera company in the Empire. You should hear me sing sometime.
Well, she's a flirty type, isn't she?
I would like to hear you sing.
Is it true that you saved Edelgard?
That's been disconnected.
That's incredible. The name's Caspar, by the way. Pleased
Bro,
to meet you.
your hairline.
Linhard.
It's getting Vegeta vibes.
Sheesh, Linhard. How'd you get into the academy with those manners? So, are you a student here too? Maybe we'll be in the same class.
Thank you. I am Hubert, a humble servant of Lady Edelgard. I heard you came to the aid of Her Highness. You have my most sincere thanks. This is Petra. She has come all the way from Brigid to study in the Empire. Back on her archipelago, she is actually a princess. In Fodlan terms, she would be called heir to the throne.
Hello, I am called Petra. I am pleased to be meeting with... I am pleased to have met you.
No,
she struggles with etiquette.
Hey.
She's overly choosy with her words and considering almost everyone here is a noble. Now let's go poke Dimitri and learn about the Blue Lions. You are not Dimitri. Dimitri's over here.
Hello.
Yes,
Please
the
accept
guy
my
with the
apologies
blue
for the other
cape.
day.
Obviously not the
You
leader.
came to our aid, yet I hadn't even the courtesy to properly introduce myself.
Fucking spun
I am
around his ass.
Dimitri
No,
Alexandra
I will not
Blayford,
talk to you.
Crown Prince of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. Of course, at the Academy, I am simply a student. And I've heard word that you are to become a professor here. Delightful news. I still have much to learn, but I'm confident I could benefit greatly from your guidance. In any case, welcome to the monastery. I hear you're investigating the different houses here. Did any of the Blue Lions catch your attention? Me? Oh, please forgive me. It's difficult to open up on the spot, don't you think? I'm afraid my story has not been a pleasant one. I do hope that doesn't color your view of me, but I understand if that can't be helped.
Okay, so he's got... I was right with all three of the leaders having the same ability under different names, his royal lineage. He's good with swords, lances, and authority, not so good with axes and reason.
Dedu was born in Dusker, and has been loyally working in my service for the past 4 years. He's rather taciturn, but once you get to know him, you'll see he's a kind and good-natured young man.
Staunch Shield. If unit takes no action except wait, grants defense +4 for 1 turn. He's good with lances, axes, brawling, and heavy armor, not so much with faith, riding, and flying. So he's probably the tank of this group.
Dedu was born in Dusker. He's rather
Felix.
Felix is the heir to House Fraldarius. He has a bit of a sharp tongue, but don't let that fool you. Deep down, he's a good guy. He gravitates toward people who are skilled. Perhaps you would enjoy a friendly competition with him sometime.
Lone Wolf. Unit deals 5 extra damage when no battalion is assigned or when battalion endurance is 0. Strength with sword, bows, and brawling, not so much with reason and authority.
Felix is
That's
the
the
heir
wrong
to...
button
He
again.
gravitates...
Too used to the Xbox controller.
So, I suspect he might be the rogue of the party.
He might be the... I think he's a Myrmidon.
Oh, Myrmidon. I forgot that was his name.
He's the adopted
He's the
son of
thief.
Lord Lenato of Castle Gaspar. But I hear he was born a commoner. He has an extremely earnest personality, so I'm certain he will approach your lectures with great enthusiasm.
Lockpick allows you to open doors and chests without keys. Good with axes and bows, not so much with a reason. Yeah.
Ash is like, I want in that room. You can't get in it. It's locked.
Sylvain. There he is.
Sylvain is the heir to House Gautier. He is a capable person who highly values his friends. That said, well, he's always been a bit of a skirt chaser, so to speak. Pardon my bluntness. I speak with him about it often, but it doesn't seem to help.
Philanderer. If a female ally is adjacent, he deals 2 extra damage and takes 2 less. He's good with spears, axes, and riding, not so good with bows.
Why? What?
What?
I hope we get to customize the parties with everybody in this list, because... Dear God, put the 2 fucking... When there's a guy around, get more damage, put him around her, get 2 extra damage, it's just gonna be fucking power couple.
I'm safely assuming that eventually the 3 houses will merge, though I'm not entirely sure at all. I haven't gotten that far in the game.
Hope so.
I hear she was born to imperial nobility, but a twist of fate brought her to the kingdom. She may seem carefree on the surface, but she's actually a kind soul who pays careful attention to everyone around her.
Live to serve. When healing an ally with white magic, unit recovers the same amount of HP. Oh, so when she heals someone else, she heals for the same.
So she's our mega white mage, our proper one.
Yeah, she's good with the reason and faith, not so good with physicals. Annette.
Annette is Baron Dominic's niece. She is a talented student who scored extremely high marks at the Royal School of Sorcery. She's cheerful and hardworking. Brilliant, really. Though she can be a bit oblivious at times. I hear she caused an explosion in the kitchen last night.
Perseverance. Use Rally to grant +4 strength to an ally. She's good.
Pyro.
She's good with axes, reason, and authority. Not so good with with bows and armor.
Yes, just the guy takes out a bone and throws it at her like, chicken bone!
I got a bone to pick with you!
Ingrid is Count Galatia's daughter. She is also a childhood friend of Felix, Sylvain, and myself. She is diligent, industrious, and principled. In truth, she is more knightly than most knights you will ever meet.
Lady Knight grants movement +3 and hit +5 with gambits. Good with spears, spears and lances. Swords, lances, riding, and flying.
I'm sorry, your fucking chicken bone sound effect was on point. I'm so sorry.
I appreciate your effort.
Hey, you got 500, whatever fuck currency we have.
I think it's just called cheese. I suppose I should return to Rhea. Continue exploring or return to the audience chamber?
Continue.
Huh?
Continue.
Continue. See what else there is to get. Another cat?
Hello.
Oh, what do you say? Goddess, let there be harmony here.
Goddess, there are boys and girls here. Well then, this must...
You can't go past here. Okay. What? Can I talk to you, though?
What do you want?
Zarbon?
I am Yuritsa. I teach here. Weapon instruction. These are the training grounds. Goodbye.
No, it's a little too deep to be Zarbon. I legit thought that was Zarbon's voice actor for a second.
I think that maybe he just went with a more fucking novelist fucking accent rather than a horny one.
Yes. There's a second floor. The professor's rooms are on the second floor.
A moment, please.
Captain Gerald has returned. He's a good man. You can't go past here.
Let's find your office.
I can't go past there. There's Edelgard again. That's up to the second floor.
Hi.
Never seen you before. Oh, that's where I need to go for the quest.
Wait, turn around.
What the?
There's a bird.
An owl.
Who, motherfucker? But there was a.
Let's see. I'm real busy, so could you please move along now? Thanks. Okay, now, what else did Lady Rhea need doing today?
Interesting.
Ah, serpent.
That was a riveting conversation. Cetus office. Ah, Daddy Dearest.
What happened? Here I am again, the office of the Captain of the Knights. That said, I'm merely here to assist. Apparently, the current captain is getting on in years. I hear the captain has a hard time keeping up with the responsibilities of the job. That's where I come in.
I honestly think the captain's gonna retire and you're gonna have to take over for him permanently.
Oh. This guy.
This is my research laboratory. I've worked hard to furnish it with the rare materials and purpose-built equipment required for my work.
What is this? Lloyd investigated the crest analyzer. What would this crest be? Okay, that doesn't do much for me.
Oh, those are. Oh, Chris are authority buffs.
Oh, interesting.
That's my theory.
Oh, let's go see what the MILF has to say.
Oh, Professor! Dropping by so soon? I expected we'd take some time, exchange a few smiles as we passed in the hall, flirt a bit, you know. Well, you're here now, and I do like a man who knows what he wants. Lock the door. Huh, that welcome didn't faze you at all, did it? What's the matter? Don't you like me? Or are you just so innocent you don't understand me?
Jesus!
This is not just a MILF! This is a fucking cougar! This girl got claws!
Jesus!
Eat you alive.
I can hear the comments now. They're simps!
It's like, oh no, my purity. It's gone. Who the fuck is this?
Welcome to the library. Here you may find literature from the far reaches of Fodor.
Bro, you look like you got.
I am
you were
Tomas,
a
the
little boy
librarian.
that got Benjamin
If you have
buttoned.
need
What the
of me,
fuck?
do not hesitate to ask. I have worked here for. I have lost track of the decades, it seems.
Can I get past here?
No, we locked the door.
Welcome to the library.
Oh,
I
you
am
just said
Tomas.
the same thing. Okay. And that's dead end. Well, I think I'm gonna get to the audience chamber and then call this an episode.
Is there an other end to the building?
Let's find out.
Yeah.
We weren't asking you, random NPC. The physics on the coat bug me. Oh. Cat! Hi, cat. That's blocked off.
That'll open up later.
Probably. Same there. Oh, nothing there, anything.
Alpha looks like an infirmary.
The infirmary is where the cougar is.
Oh no.
Let's see.
I feel like you're gonna make a daily visit to the cougar.
I'm going to be going there every time there's a conversation to be had with somebody. I'm probably gonna try and make it. But with that note, that's what I'm doing. I have forgotten how to metaphorically pause. But since I'll be recording again immediately after, not that big of a deal. So, that was the Rusty Vagabond and Zionic Beats with Fire Emblem 3 Houses, and we'll see you in the next one.
Until next time!
That's all, folks.